Hey, what's up, YouTube? It is Blacktop here. Today, I must first apologize, actually, for not bringing you a video in such a long time. I've just been busy and, not gonna lie, kind of lazy too. But anyway, this video is gonna be about a relatively newly announced Yu-Gi-Oh product. You've probably already heard people talking about it. But first, we're just gonna look at sort of what's coming up next in the next coming months in the TCG. So, of course, at the beginning of March, Legendary Collection Kaiba was released. It was a good set, a really good set overall. It had a lot of needed reprints, and it made things a little bit more accessible for people to get. It didn't really bring down the price all that much for certain cards, but still was a great reprint set, nice rarity bumps and things like that. A couple of quips. The first one is the inclusion of the promo cards that come with all the sets in the actual set itself as secret rares, as opposed to when they come as promos as ultra rares. People didn't like that. I don't really like that choice either, because that pushes away other rarer, I guess you would say, secret rares like Card of Demise. I know there's a secret rare Terraforming was in there, and I think Lullaby of Obedience was also a secret rare. But anyway, that's that. And also, they didn't bring in the new Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End with its errata. I think it's like a 1 or legal somehow in the OCG, but they didn't bring in Serratas to the TCG. Also, they didn't have Alternative White Dragon. But anyway, those are my only clips with Legendary Collection Kaiba. Otherwise, great set. I would recommend actually buying this one as opposed to buying singles. If you're just looking for a fun time, or maybe to sell some of the cards from it. Or if you're looking for ABCs, Blue Eyes stuff, or anything like that. Great set to buy. At the very end of March, we're going to get two things. We're going to get Yu-Gi and Kaiba Collector Box and Star Pack of Reigns. I'm guessing this is going to be like the Yu-Gi Collector Box and the Kaiba Collector Box with like almost double the size and with double the stuff. I don't really know why they're milking this a whole lot. I don't think it makes much sense, especially after releasing a whole bunch of Kaiba stuff in these right here. But who knows? Konami does some weird stuff in the TCG, some stupid stuff sometimes. But anyway, Star Pack of Reigns. I haven't really checked this one out yet, but it's going to be a bunch of reprints from like Code of the Duelist and other stuff to hopefully get the. Let's just take a look at it real quick. So I don't think it's anything overly exciting. It's just gonna have some decent stuff in it. Alter Guys, Code Takaguchi, Trickstar, yeah. So yeah, it's gonna have all the Trickstar stuff. That's gonna be good, I think. And everything comes as common or star foil. Let's see. I wonder if they're gonna have anything really good in here. And it's also just a bunch of like the stupid stuff you really didn't even want, honestly. But yeah, it doesn't look like a whole lot of interesting, really, really good stuff in there. And they might put some more stuff in there, you never know. But that's coming out at the end of this month. What else? In April, we have the OTS Tournament Pack 7s coming out. April 20th is also the Layer of Darkness Structure Deck. This is going to be really, really good. There's a lot of hype concerning this, and for good reason. Flames of Destruction, which is going to be one of the, I would say, probably the best core set of this year. Potentially coming on May 4th. May 5th is Dark Savior, so that's going to be like tandem to Layer of Darkness. I imagine after Flames of Destruction we might see Layer of Darkness stuff. If it does happen to make a lot of top spots at events, we're going to see it sort of heed to the stuff in Flames of Destruction. But this might, the stuff in this pack might give Flames of Destruction a run for its money. Who knows? And then the thing I really want to talk about today, though, is Battles of Legend Relentless Revenge. So let's go to that right here. It's going to be a 100 card set. It originally was 105, but they bumped, or it was a, let me see this. It was originally 100 cards, but they bumped it up to 105. We'll look at the updates later, but it's like the, if you recognize the Battles of Legend part, there was a set that came out in 2017, I think, had a lot of good reprints and a lot of good new cards. Now, to me, it might not sound like this to you, but to me, it sounds like, let's see this right here. Battles of Legends Relentless Revenge combines often requested cards from each of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Animated series, printed for the very first time. There isn't a whole lot of stuff in the information here, and on this one too, I'll get to that in a bit, that really says that there's going to be good reprints in the set. It just sounds like it's going to be a bunch of new cards. And I find this kind of interesting because the last Battles of Legend had a lot of good reprints in it, and it was only like, I think, an 80 card set, if I'm right. Yeah, 80 cards. So that was only an 80 card set, and it had a bunch of good reprints. I had like Minerva, Psy Framelord, Omega, even Crystal Wing, things like that were really good. All the Lightsworn stuff too was reprinted in that pretty much. So I don't know why they would do that, but you can see some of the stuff there. So I don't think it's going to be like completely just entirely new stuff. I don't think that would make much sense. Now I will say, where's this at? So the new Sandion, I don't know, Sandion the Time Lord, sure. It's coming out. Orgoth the Relentless, which I imagine that's where they got the Relentless part of Relentless Revenge. Orgoth the Relentless, which I think was like a dungeon dice monster, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna look that up. Orgoth the Relentless. It was originally, I could have sworn, and like a dungeon, yeah. So it is a dungeon dice monster originally. But I guess we can click on the enemy version. Okay, maybe it was an actual card. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I know Duke definitely used it when he played Yugi in like Dungeon Dice Monsters. Anyway, so that's coming out, and that I imagine that's why they're calling it Relentless Revenge, because it's making its first appearance. It's actually, it's an interesting card. It's not going to be competitive or anything, but interesting. But they do mention number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon, Titanic Galaxy from Premium Gold, and it says it's getting a Galaxy-S counterpart. That's been revealed, I think, in this one right here. Yeah. But yeah, it was increased from 100 cards to 105. Return to the original Yuga animated series and experience the power of a card so overwhelming. It was never meant for our hands. I imagine that means it's Orgoth the Relentless. Yeah, I imagine it's just going to be reprinted. Most of it, or not most of it, but a lot of it's going to be reprinted stuff. Or at least I really hope so. I think this would be, actually, would be a really good time to reprint Hope Harbinger Dragon. Honestly, that would be a decent reprint to have. I mean, no, it's not like super desirable or anything because there's not a whole lot of decks that play rank 8s right now, but still, you know, could be interesting to see. Some other reprints that I was thinking about, like, okay, the Invoked stuff, like, it has not gotten reprinted. I know the OCG has gotten reprints of it, or are very soon going to be getting them. And this would be a great, like, this would be a really great opportunity for that to happen. So, who knows? But yeah, the Relentless guy, Orgoth the Relentless, the Time Lord Sandion, and the new, I think it's called Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord or something. I think it says more about it on this one right here. So, if we take a look here, yeah, where the heck was it at? I could have sworn I saw it. Yeah, so it has been bumped up to 105 cards. That was on the 23rd. I could have sworn. I think it's called Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Let me take a look at that real quick. Sorry for not looking it up originally, but it's called Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, I want to say. If they don't have it in here, then I'm just gonna number 90. That doesn't really help, does it? But yes, it's basically like Hope Harbinger Dragon, but for monsters. That's what it is. It's this one right here. I think it was, yeah, it's in the collector's pack for Japan. So basically, it's like the reverse stats of Hope Harbinger Dragon. 2 level 8 monsters. If this card is a photon, it cannot be destroyed. And you can only use each of the following effects once per turn. The first one is a quick effect that says you can negate an effect. And if you detach a galaxy card, you can destroy the monster. And then the next one's for like photon or galaxy decks, you know, by themselves. I'd probably run this in Blue Eyes. I definitely would. Honestly, I would probably take out I would probably take out the Invoked engine that I'm planning on running in my Blue Eyes deck and put just one of these in. That way I can add some more consistency. Because if you don't know, the King of D stuff and from the Legendary Collection Kaiba is actually, it's a consistency booster. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is it's a decent card. Probably not going to see a whole lot of play, but still pretty cool. Orgoth the Relentless. I don't know if they've actually released like an actual card of this. I could have sworn I saw some on the organization, or the WIGO organization, that said something about it. Let me see if I can look it up here. But it's interesting. Let me see here. Is this it? Yeah. So this also came. A lot of these are from Collector's Pack in Japan. Just letting you know. So once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided die 3 times and have this card gain attack and defense equal to the total roll times 100 until the end of your opponent's turn. That's pretty good. So, I mean, it's not pretty good, but it's still decent. I mean, like, the most you're getting is 600, the least you're getting is 300. And, you know, more than likely you're going to get somewhere in between that. So you're most likely going to get about, oh, I'd probably say 900, 800 attack. Hold on just a second. Sorry about that. So yeah, I had to sneeze. But yeah, it's there's also this other effect. So it says if exactly 2 of the results were the same, apply the appropriate effect, or if all 3 results were the same, apply all the effects. Which the likelihood of that happening is, let's see, 1 in 216, I think. I don't know if I'm doing that correctly off the top of my head, but there's not a very good chance you're going to do that. So for 1 or 2, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect until the end of your opponent's turn. 3 or 4, draw 2 cards, which that's a really good one. And then oh my gosh, and then the last one is 5 or 6. This turn, this card can attack directly. It's already sitting at 2,500 plus whatever you give it, so that's pretty decent. But like, what would you use it in? I don't know. I mean, because you pretty much you have to normal summon it essentially, unless they're gonna give like some dungeon dice monster like style support somehow. I don't know how they do that, but like if you know what I'm saying, like some way to mimic the game of dungeon dice monsters. Then this you might be able to summon this somehow. But as for right now, it's just kind of out there, whatever. And then what was the third one? The third card was, well, I think this is some sort of, what is this called? Oh my gosh, why do I not know any of the names of these? It's something, it's a new Dragon Link monster, I believe. Or maybe I'm totally wrong with that. Let's go to this right here. Relentless Revenge. Yeah, it's Topologic Gamble Dragon. Yeah, Topologic Gamble Dragon. Let's take a look at that. It honestly, to me, it looks like Tiamaton, the Steel Battalion Dragon or whatever. But anyway, 2+ effect monsters. It's a Link 4, attack 3000. If another monster is special summoned to a zone, a Link monster points to while this card is in a monster zone, discard up to 2 cards, then make your opponent randomly discard the same number of cards. Pretty decent, I suppose. If this card is extra linked, you can make your opponent randomly discard up to 2 cards. Then, if your opponent has no cards in their hand as a result, inflict 3000 damage to your opponent. You can only use 1 effect of Topologic Gamble Dragon per turn, and only once that turn. You know, I think it's, I think that's pretty good, especially that second effect there. I don't know. It's a pretty useful card. I imagine people will be picking up a couple of these because it does seem like a really good card. I guess we'll go over the last one too here. Why not? Sandy on the Time Lord. I played against this today on like YGO Pro. It's pretty crazy, honestly. If you really want to troll people, like Time Lords are a pretty good troll deck. Let's be real. So cannot be special summoned from the deck. You can only control 1 face-up Sandy on the Time Lord. If only your opponent controls a monster, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Excuse me. Also, neither player takes battle damage from battles involving this card. And then the kicker is at the end. I'm pretty sure all the Time Lords share this first effect here, but the second effect. Oh my gosh, the second effect is at the end of the battle phase. If this card battled, inflict 2000 damage to your opponent. And then it also has the shuffle back into the deck during your standby phase. So that's like it's a decent burn card. I mean, if you look at it, it doesn't have a fire attribute or anything, but decent burn card. And with that 4000, this is what I didn't understand, like with the 4000 attack, because I don't know if any of the other Time Lords. I want to go. Yeah, I don't think any of the other Time Lords have like that much attack, do they? I think they're all like 0/0, but maybe I'm wrong. And there's a whole bunch of Time Lord cards here, so we might be seeing even more of them, honestly. But who knows? Let me see. So here we go. Here's some of the Time Lords here. Meta Ion, Lazion, Zaphion, Sadion, Camion. So we have these 5 right here, I think. Yeah, we have those 5 because some of them came out in the set last year, so I imagine we'll be getting some of them this year. That would make sense. And then Sandion, that one right there. And then I don't think these are real. Yeah, these haven't come out yet, but they probably will in this set. That would be a great time for them to come out, honestly. So you know, just that's what's headed for us, headed our way. I imagine, of course, as time draws closer to this set coming out, we'll get more information. I imagine, or at least at the very least, I really hope there's going to be good reprints in the set. But from the way it sounds, I'm kind of skeptical, because it does sound like it's going to be a completely new, like, 100 card set, and that's not really Battles of Legend tradition. But we already did have a really good reprint set this year in Legendary Collection Kaiba, so who knows? But I mean, yeah, let's just pretend it is a reprint set. So, you know, if you wanna leave your comments down below or something, like what cards you would like to see reprinted in Battles of Legends Relentless Revenge, just let me know. I mean, like I said, I'd like to see some of the invocation stuff reprinted. Anything else? There's nothing really too expensive. Because you kind of have to think about it too. Like, honestly, I was kind of surprised in Legendary Collection Kaiba that Ash Blossom was getting reprinted, because I would have figured it would come out in the mega packs for 2018. I mean, Maximum Crisis is going to be in them almost definitely. So it's a little weird that Ash Blossom, which is from Maximum Crisis, was printed in that set, but you know, that's whatever. I mean, I still like it. So I think it's kind of up in the air whether Ash Blossom is going to be in the 2018 Megatins. But also, I mean, that's also something to look forward to. I don't know if it's on here or anything, but when did the Megatins come out? I don't think they're not going to come out for a while here. Probably not until the end of the year, I would imagine. And they haven't been talked about yet. But be looking out for those. I think there's going to be some pretty good promos, most likely, and definitely a lot of needed reprints in there. But just tell me what you think. Tell me if you think there's going to be reprints in Relentless Revenge, Battles of Legend, Relentless Revenge, and if so, just tell me what you'd like to see reprinted. Or you know what? Even if just tell me what you want. Tell me what you want to see reprinted. How about that? Just tell me that. But anyway, just thank you for watching the video today. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'm sorry, to my current subscribers on how wacky my video posting has been. I wanted to post a Blue Eyes deck profile the other day, but I didn't have a good camera or anything. So anyway, thank you for watching, and this is Blacktop signing out. Thank you.